So it is 1 o'clock. We are going to wait a few minutes just to make sure everybody has a chance to get in. We'll probably wait till like 1:02, 1:03. Bonnie said she was going to be muting people as they come in.
So if she mutes them, can they get off of it or no?
I believe anybody can unmute themselves.
I don't know how that, if you were a host, if you could have like an override.
Looks
Yeah,
like,
we can unmute ourselves.
Testing.
hey there.
Hey.
All right, 101. We're going to wait a couple more minutes because the participant level is increasing little by little, which is great news.
Thanks, YouTube. Before we get started, appreciate you doing this.
Absolutely, Johnny. You and Forrest were a great inspiration to us.
It's all Forrest, you know, he's the man.
Yeah.
No, that's you, Johnny. Good luck, guys. Looking forward
Thank you.
to it.
Thank you.
Still a couple people filtering in. Once the clock ticks to 1:03, we're going to get started. All right, we're at 60 participants, 1:03 on the dot. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for attending this very special holiday edition of the Facilities Management Virtual Toolbox Series. For those of you who do not know, my name is Marcus Klaton. I'm currently the chair of the Energy and Utility Safety Committee, and alongside of me is Kristina Williams, who is the co-chair of the committee. We both are apprenticeship graduates and hold the job title of pipe fitter, steam fitter, plumber. Your time is valuable to us, so we will attempt to keep this under 15 minutes for you. In this talk, we will hit on a handful of topics that will help you, your family, and your friends to stay as safe as possible during the upcoming holiday season. First, we will dive into everyone's favorite topic, COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus pandemic.
CDC is currently discouraging all travel for the foreseeable future due to the massive spike in COVID cases this fall. Although Virginia is allowing gatherings up to 25 people, the safest way to celebrate the holidays during the coronavirus pandemic is to avoid gatherings altogether. If you do plan to gather with friends and family, there are ways to make things a little safer. Limit attendees and limit the number of people with whom you regularly interact with to reduce your risk of exposure in advance of the gathering. When making plans for celebrations, choose the family member or friend's home that can accommodate people with spacious rooms, or if weather permits, utilize some outdoor spaces. Be especially mindful of high-risk individuals. Strongly consider spending time virtually using FaceTime, Zoom, Skype, or another video chat platform. And always remember, masks are strongly encouraged when around others not living in your household.
Decorating for the holidays can be one of the most extremely dangerous things that we do all year long. Ladder safety is also extremely important, especially when climbing onto a roof. 412 pitch roof, which is rise over run, are considered dangerous for homeowners. Absolutely do not climb on any roof that has a pitch of 712 or above for these are deemed non-walkable. If you plan to climb onto your roof to hang lights or clean gutters, you must have the correct ladder, inspect before use, and check stickers for weight capacity. Remember the 4-to-1 rule for extension ladders. For every 4 foot up, the bottom needs to be 1 foot out, 12 foot up, 3 foot out, so on and so forth. The extension ladder must extend at least 3 rungs past the ledge that you plan to climb onto. When hanging lights or decorations inside your home, make sure to have a step ladder and do not use furniture to reach high places. I repeat, do not use furniture to reach high places. Have a partner to help hand you things. Use a rope to pull things up onto ledges if needed so that your hands are free while ascending and descending. Remember to always maintain 3 points of contact until you reach the point of where you are going to work. Now you can use both hands to work because the weight of your body leaning forward on the ladder is considered your 3rd point of contact. Never lean to the side on a ladder. Take half a minute to climb down and move the ladder over to where you need it. Most injuries occur on shorter ladders because there's a false sense of security. When working at greater heights, you will naturally become more aware and cautious of what you're doing. It is equally important to be just as aware and cautious even when only up a few feet.
As many of you strive to keep up with the Griswold family and be able to see your lights from the International Space Station, electrical safety is a must. First, take time to inspect all lighting strands, cords, and outlets prior to use. Check for frays and other obvious deficiencies. Use of power strips and ground fault circuit interceptors are highly recommended to avoid circuits from being overloaded. Remember, circuit breakers in your home's panel are designed to protect the equipment it serves, not life safety. Lighting strands have thin wires and are not designed to carry a lot of current, so you must distribute the power to multiple circuits. Keep all wiring connections free from rain or the possibility of water. You can install female ends of plugs in a downward position so that rain does not enter the slots. You can also choose to wrap connections well with electrical tape if you're unable to make the connection in a rain-free place. If choosing a live Christmas tree this year, do not neglect to water it regularly because a dried out tree poses a fire hazard.
We believe it is fair to say that most of us do not have the financial luxury to buy every tool needed to perform all of the desired work at our homes the right way, which is also the safe way. You may not have immediate access to the right tool for the job, so here are a few things to keep in mind for not just around the holidays, but all year long. Tools are designed for specific purposes, and when they are used incorrectly, injuries are much more prevalent as well as potential damage to the tool or what you're working on. For example, the wrong size screwdriver will almost certainly strip out the head of a screw. Knives are frequently used when scissors or snips would be the more correct tool of choice. Channel locks should not be used in place of an adjustable wrench. And of course, if you have the right box end or open end wrench, then that is better than any adjustable to prevent slippage and knuckle busting. Some of you may have heard of the good old crescent wrench hammer, and obviously that is not what you should be using to pound nails with. These are just a few of many examples that we all at some point are guilty of doing at home. Pro tip: plan your projects ahead and be patient with when it can get done. Take the time to save some money for a tool, search around to borrow a tool, or consider rental options. Never rush completion, even if your honey is encouraging you to get it done now. It's better to be safe than sorry. If you need to wait a couple extra days to do something, feel good knowing that you are going to do it right and safely.
If you can't take the heat, then stay out the kitchen. Do your best to make sure the chef of the house does not get distracted because that's how things get burned or fires happen. In the event of a kitchen stove fire, turn the heat off. Don't try to move the pot. Cover the pot with a metal lid. Fire cannot exist in the absence of oxygen. Pour on baking soda. Baking soda will only extinguish grease fires and only if they're small. Only Class B or K dry chemical extinguishers for grease fires. Every household must have a charged fire extinguisher. Using kitchen only as a last resort as chemicals will contaminate your kitchen. Check smoke detectors and their batteries regular. During this festive time of year, lots of people will be in and out of the kitchen. Designate a competent person to oversee oven and stovetop functions. Be sure that flammable materials are kept at a safe distance from all flames, such as candles, fireplaces, wood-burning stoves, or other heat sources. And never leave your house or go to sleep with open flames burning.
If consuming alcohol is part of your holiday tradition, you must be responsible and use good judgment. Stay hydrated when drinking alcohol by taking water breaks. Do not consume alcohol on an empty stomach. And of course, under no circumstances ever should you operate a motor vehicle or any heavy machinery under the influence. Drunk drivers play a role in 40% of traffic deaths. In the US, an average of 373 people dies from drunk driving over the 3-day period around New Year's, which is one of the most dangerous holidays to travel. Average 343 people die around the 3-day Christmas period. Average total cost of a DUI is about $8 grand. If you lose your license, it may impact the ability for you to keep your job. If you want to drink at someone else's house, plan. Plan to stay the night, plan to take a taxi, Uber, or Lyft, or purchase a few consumers' breathalyzer tests at your local pharmacy. Do not drive until your blood alcohol level is well below the legal limit, which is 0.08 for adults 21 and over with a standard driver's license and 0.04 for CDL drivers. Do not ruin what's supposed to be the happiest time of the year by making poor decisions that will impact you and your family greatly.
Who doesn't desire the beautiful winter weather that Virginia has to offer during these upcoming months? Probably Grinch people, just kidding. Before adverse driving conditions arrive, outfit your vehicle with some important items. Put together an emergency kit with blanket, flashlights, flares, jumper cables, de-icer, and first aid essentials. Ensure that your tire tread depth is adequate for the cold season. Check your tire pressure when weather cools down because cold air contracts and will reduce the pressure in your tire about 1 PSI drop for every 10-degree temperature drop. Recommended tire pressure is located inside the driver door of your vehicle. Max pressure is located on the tire and is not recommended in slippery conditions. Try to plan your trips at warmer times of the day to avoid frigid temperatures. Preheat your vehicle for at least 10 minutes when frost is present, and never drive with frost still on your windows. Reduce speeds in bad weather and leave early so that you can take your time on the roads when slippery.
In conclusion, the holiday season is one that can bring a lot of stress to all of us. Take a moment to envision how much more stressful it would be by adding an emergency room visit or a county jail visit. This talk was intended to equip you with a proactive mindset that will help you feel more at ease when approaching these busy 6 weeks ahead. Our presentation is being recorded and will be available to the public on the UVA Facilities Management website and Occupational Health and Safety. Please share these tips with those closest to you and enjoy this season with as few incidents as possible and have fun, relax, and recharge. 2020 was a wild one, folks. Let's all do our part to end it on a high note. Thank you again for your time and attention, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Awesome. Great job. Great job.
That was awesome, guys. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
We hope to see more of these.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you. That was awesome. We need more.
Thanks a lot. Happy holidays.
Great job, Marcus and Kristina. Very nice.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Great job, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie, for supporting us in this.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Proud of you both.
Mark.
Thank you.
All righty. Marcus and Kristina signing off.
Happy holidays.
Bye.